in a weird, bizarre turn of events, this is something that has rattled me to my core. I honestly, I couldn't believe that this actually happened. 5 years later, 5 years after the launch, we are getting new, and I put this in quotation marks, new DLC or a new content update or whatever you want to call it for Batman Arkham Knight. Now, before we hop into this, I cover a wide variety of content on this channel from different video games like Batman, Star Wars, Spider-Man, Kingdom Hearts, all kinds of stuff over here. All the way down through movies and entertainment news, and I hope you'll check it out. There is a red subscribe button down below, and I do hope that today is the day you will consider subscribing to this channel for more fantastic, in my opinion. I mean, maybe it's not fantastic. Man, I'm tooting my own horn. More fun content. That would be a good way to say. And hey, we've got a secondary channel, Degenerate Plays, where we play through all kinds of games together, have a few goofs, a few laughs, a few little, prankaroonies. We hope you'll check it out. The link is in the description down below. Here's the thing with this game. Now, for years, we could not get these skins. Back in the day, WBPlay was a thing. This was essentially an online account service, and it had to do with a forum. There were WBPlay forums, and you could connect your PlayStation or Xbox account to WBPlay forums and get stuff for it. Now, originally, it was really the anime Batman skin and Zur-En-Arrh. Those were the big things through this service. I was able to get the anime Batman skin years ago when the game first launched, but for some reason, the way to unlock Zur-En-Arrh never worked for me. It just never did, even when WBPlay was up. Now that we are in 2020, it looks like finally all players have access to these costumes. And now, here's the thing. You're going to say, it's not a DLC, it was already in the game. Well, they had to patch in a content update that you had to download onto your hard drive just to be able to access these. They had to actively make an active patch workaround in order to get these back out to players. We are finally able to play as Zur-En-Arrh Batman and anime Batman. Now, is this a massive deal that is worth us talking about for 15 minutes and really breaking down here and getting into the nitty gritty of? No, not really. But I do think there's a couple things worth saying with this. One, WB and Rocksteady, they did not have to do this. This game has been long dead, and I put that in quotation marks as well, because let's be honest, thousands of people still play this game all the time. But what I mean by that is there's been really no content support for it for a long time. We are now getting an update 5 years later to allow us to play as skins that were actually unavailable to pretty much everybody for the last handful of years, which is pretty cool. And now, it might not be solely because of this, but I really do think that this is a case where you can make an argument for competition helping the gaming industry. I talked about this a little bit in my Avengers video, and I've talked about it in some other places as well. Insomniac Games with WB Spider-Man. Boy, they'd love to have that. Insomniac Games with Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales has done an absolutely fantastic, outstanding job with their customization, with their costumes, with their skins, all that stuff. A majority of it is free in their games. Some of it was Behind the City That Never Sleeps DLC for the original Marvel Spider-Man, but for the most part, it was free. Now, years later, Rocksteady is finally releasing this also for free to us, saying you asked and we couldn't help but answer with a little gift just in time for the holiday season. From today, all Batman Arkham Knight players can access the Zur-En-Arrh and anime Batman skins via a free update. And here's the thing. I don't think they would have charged for this regardless, but, and I'm speaking in hypotheticals, this is my opinion, you can take it for what you will, I really do think that positive response to the model that Insomniac has really pushed helps us get more things like this, especially from this type of games. Same thing with some of the backlash to the paid cosmetics from the Marvel's Avengers game. And yes, there are tons of paid cosmetics in Batman Arkham Knight. You had the season pass, you had skins you could buy on their own. I'm not saying that they went through and made all the skins free or anything like that. I'm not even saying they did it better than Insomniac. They didn't, if we're looking at just cosmetics. But that attitude of pushing to give players more and more content for free is something that we all benefit from. It's something that WB and Rocksteady did not have to answer. All this does, though, is give them good publicity. It gets people talking about the game again. It gives some people a few new little things to try, even if they already owned everything. And let's be honest, getting you back into the world of Batman is a little bit of a hype builder. I can't speak today for some reason. For things like Gotham Knights and even Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So it's nothing but positivity and a good idea to do this. I am glad that they did, and I just wanted to shout it out because I think we talk a lot about when things are bad or when something bad happens. It's always worth giving things the credit they deserve, as long as it's interesting to talk about. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you excited to play with either of these Batman costumes, these skins? Are you not excited? Or will this get you to boot up the game for a little bit and try again? And does this excite you at all for future WB, Rocksteady, or WB Games properties and things that they're working on? Let me know. I'm always interested. Like I said, in the description down below is the link to my secondary channel where we hang out and play games, Degenerate Plays. I hope to see you over there. We have a lot of fun, a lot of tight-knit community members there who just have a good time. And I will see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day. And as always, stay shway.